Laura, you're an MTV presenter. You've done ITV2's Get Me Out of Here Now. You've also done Beat TV. You've had your own clothing range. And this all began from an MTV competition back in 2008. What was it that made you want to enter that competition and become a presenter?
It's strange when you say that because I kind of forget that's how I kind of got into this.
Yeah.
And suddenly 4 years has passed and I've done all these different things and it's like, oh, okay, wow, that's been pretty good. I studied journalism back in Ireland and I was in my final year. And you get to that stage where, you know, university years are great fun and your 4 years are great fun and then suddenly you're near the end and it's like, okay, I need a job now. So I've always loved just the whole like media world, be it radio or print. TV was probably my preference. So I was in my final year and one night I just saw that MTV were running a competition called Pick Me MTV. So I didn't even have a show reel, so my friend kind of borrowed a video camera from the university and we filmed something and I sent it in, not thinking that anything would come of it, but I really wanted just to get some sort of contact and just somehow get some sort of work experience because I knew I'd be out on my own very soon and I needed some sort of job.
So how has your life changed over the last 4 years since winning that competition?
Quite a lot, but then again, you just don't really have time to reflect and look back on things, so I suppose it's only times like this if like someone asks me a question and I'm like, well, it probably has changed a bit. I've been living here 4 years, I've got like great friends over here and I've gone from working on MTV News to suddenly working on other stations as well that are probably a little bit more high profile, and from doing, you know, MTV festivals and backstage, which I love and which is where I came from, to suddenly like doing live TV shows in front of like 1 million people, which is a little bit scary.
Is your dream job everything you thought it would be?
Oh, it's the dream. Well, yeah, I love it. It's brilliant. It's not as glamorous though. Everyone thinks it's really glamorous and it's not, because a lot of the time you're running around or you could be waiting hours for, you know, big celebrities to do an interview or yeah, it's not as glamorous. That's the one thing, but it's very fun.
So you've presented a lot of live TV. You've done ITV2's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Now. You've done The Brits with Keith Lemon, which was a scream to watch. And you've done Beat TV as well more recently. How do you find live TV? Have you got any cringe moments that you can share with us?
Oh, where do I even begin? But that's the joy of live TV. Personally, as a viewer, I love watching live TV and I love when people screw up and seeing how they cope in that situation. So even with the Brits, like a lot of our celebrities, as the night was going on, maybe had 1 or 2 drinks and trying to keeping that under control, and people walking into shot and coming over and talking to you when you're in the middle of a live link, and maybe your co-presenter going AWOL for a while. So there's loads of crazy things. And I've done things in pre-records that I've completely messed up, but my producer thinks it's so brilliant that they keep it. Like I remember interviewing Take That and I couldn't say the word successful. I kept saying successful over and over again. I just couldn't say the words and they were just laughing and I was like, we'll cut that out, won't we? And they're like, yeah, sure. No, they use that.
Straight in.
Yeah, it's straight in.
So you've interviewed the likes of One Direction, Rizzle Kicks, Noel Gallagher, also Rihanna as well. Who's been your favourite person and your funniest person to sit and have a chat with?
It kind of depends as well. Like I'm a fan of certain people as well. Like I love Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters. So when I met him, that was kind of a personal like, oh my god, I love you moment. Then there's people like Rihanna who are just mega stars. And then you meet them and they're lovely and they're down to earth and they're really nice. And that's really nice because, you know, you hear stories about people not being as nice. But yeah, to be honest, most people are lovely.
Every presenter has their dream person to sit and interview. Who would be yours?
I'd love to interview Madonna. Because I was just a big fan of her growing up. I saw her concert there recently. I know there's a lot of controversy over it, but I think she's great. I'd say she could be interesting. I'd say she's a big personality. So I'd love to do her. And then probably my fellow countryman Bono.
You mentioned Madonna there. Links in very nicely with my next question. Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction?
I think I've been quite lucky. Oh my God. And now I'm really going to knock on wood. I hope this doesn't happen. No, I don't think anything has... too bad. There's been those moments, like you're a boy, so I don't know if you understand, but wearing the right, and you're a girl, you'll understand this, but wearing the right underwear, you have white underwear, black dress, pap flashes, you know, pap flashes and they can see your underwear. Yeah. Did you hate that, Will?
Papped all the time,
oh,
yeah.
It's terrible.
It's a horrible thing.
Oh, I think once my top went see-through and I think you could kind of see too much. Yeah, that was embarrassing, and that was on stage in front of like 60,000 people.
So this interview is for Unsung Hero, which I apparently am one of. Who would be your unsung hero? Who doesn't get enough credit for what they do?
Probably my mom. It's just the everyday people that, like the mummies who make our breakfast and put us through college and university, and like I come from a background where like none of my friends worked in TV. Like all my friends have real jobs, like they're doctors and they're like proper. But I kind of was always given the backing that there's nothing I couldn't do, and even though I didn't know anyone in the industry, like there was no reason why I couldn't go for it if I wanted to. So I love people who encourage people, and they're our unsung heroes.
So looking forward to the future, where would you love to see yourself in a few years' time? Are there any dream shows you'd love to present on?
Oh my God, I don't know, because TV is evolving so quickly. Like there are shows on TV now that 10 years ago didn't exist. And I definitely think like online, and like with BTV, a show I'm working on at the moment, that's international. It's going out in 40 countries, and there's not many shows that happen like that. And that would never have happened a few years ago unless it was the Eurovision or something. But yeah, so I just think kind of TV is evolving, and it's a very exciting time to be involved in this industry. So I don't even know what I want to do in a few years' time, because what I want to do mightn't exist at the moment. But I just definitely want to keep challenging myself and having fun what I do.